Hello, everybody. Brad Johnson here, and welcome to the next live broadcast of New Earth Teachings Live. So, of course, before we get started today, I'm going to be taking care of some announcements firstly. And just a reminder to everybody that the first half hour of New Earth Teachings Live today will be Q&A, and the last half hour will be single request healing sessions. So again, with the single request healing sessions, making sure that it is just one single request. Also, again, I'm not doing third eye activations, as I've talked about before. In the broadcast, you just go to the light code activation videos, okay? And look in the light code activation video that deals with psychic enhancement and or enhancing your psychic senses, and you can work with that there. That's again why I created that particular video. But anyways, thank you everybody for being here. Hello to everybody on the chat. It's good to see you all. So I'm just going to go ahead and start off with some announcements, and then we'll be getting into today's broadcast. So, of course, coming up is the Mount Shasta Spirit Ambassador Retreat and Activation, starting August 16th to 25th, 2019. So you can go to my website, newearthteachings.com. You'll find the poster on the home page there. Just click on the poster, and that will take you to the information page that is hosted on Empowered Light Expo. So this is again being co-hosted by the Empowered Light Expo. And this retreat is going to be a phenomenal retreat. As I've been talking about it last week, that again we're going to have about, a maximum cap of about 20 people. And we're going to be just doing all kinds of amazing stuff. We're going to be doing yoga, we're going to be doing qigong, we're going to be doing exploring of the waterfalls, we're going to be exploring of parks, we're going to be going into a pyramid, we're going to be going into the caves of Mount Shasta. We're also going to be doing some very large group healing events as well too. We're going to look to actually clear out a lot of the debris, all of the old shadow energy of Mount Shasta. We're basically just going to purify it. And we're going to purify it utilizing the spirit light codes and the EQ method. And of course, for everybody that is a part of this retreat, you're going to be trained to become spirit ambassadors, which means you're going to walk away with being able to do the spirit codes just the way that I do them. Okay, so just as you've seen the spirit codes working on people here and seeing them have this instantaneous transformation, you guys are going to be able to learn how to do that. Not only will you learn how to work on it upon yourselves and upon others, but you'll also learn how to do environmental clearing, having instantaneous transformations happening before your eyes. You'll also be again certified as EQ method practitioners. So you'll be able to work with the EQ method, and you'll be able to work with the spirit light codes as well. And of course, there'll be a lot of teaching with Adronis that'll be along as well. We're also going to be looking to see if we can connect with the collective consciousness of the Telosians, of the Lemurians as well too. Perhaps also some other extraterrestrial collective consciousnesses that may come through as well. It's going to be an incredible adventure. It is going to be one of those once-in-a-lifetime things, right? Now, again, for those of you who may have been on a Mount Shasta retreat, this is unlike any retreat that you have been on before. We are going to do so much stuff. We're going to do some incredible work. It's like being on an adventure, right? We are really just going to have an amazing adventure. Again, it's 8 days and 7 nights in Mount Shasta. And again, I know a lot of people in the California area that may be close to Redding. If you're close to this area, come and join us, right? It's going to be a really incredible adventure, an incredible experience. So again, just go to newearthteachings.com. You'll find the poster there of the Mount Shasta Spirit Ambassador Retreat and Activation. The poster is on the homepage. Click on the poster, and you'll be taken to the information page where you can also book for Mount Shasta. Okay, don't miss it. Once-in-a-lifetime experience. It's going to be amazing. I'm only doing this type of retreat with Mount Shasta this one time. Okay, so I might do some other stuff with Mount Shasta, but it will not be this broad. It's going to be very, very incredible having this experience in Mount Shasta. So come and join me. It'll be an amazing experience for you. And of course, speaking of another amazing experience is just shortly after Mount Shasta in September of 2019 is again the Cosmic Exploration Tour of South Africa. Okay, so you can go to the website here. You can just type in wonderworld.vacations and you'll see the South Africa trip with Michael Tallinger and myself. So again, Michael Tallinger and I will be together. He will be doing some sharing on research of all of these wonderful sites that we'll be seeing and exploring in South Africa. I think we got quite a few people already signed up to the Cosmic Exploration Tour. So we're limited with space, guys. So again, it's very important that you act fast. We are getting more signups of Cosmic Exploration Tour of South Africa. It's amazing to see. Again, I really enjoy Michael Tellinger's work, so I'm really looking forward to working alongside him. Like I said, Adronis is going to be channeling information about the sites. And just like what we're going to do in Mount Shasta, we're also going to do in South Africa, relating to doing remote viewing and actually being able to go back in time and actually being able to work with spirit to take many of us back in time to see exactly what these ancient sites look like. So we'll be doing that in Mount Shasta, and we'll also be doing this here in South Africa as well too. So we're going on safaris. We're going to look at Adam's calendar. There will also be a Cape Town extension as well too, where I'll be doing private sessions with people as well. It's going to be an amazing time. Again, another once-in-a-lifetime adventure in South Africa. So if you guys can, come and join us, right? Book this for 2 adventures, right? You'd have one adventure in Mount Shasta, and then you have another adventure here in South Africa. And I've never been to South Africa before. I'm really looking forward to it. I've always driven by Mount Shasta, but I've never actually, gone over there to be able to explore it. But again, both of these events, Mount Shasta and South Africa, I'm looking forward to both of them. So again, just go to wonderworld.vacations, and you can click on that. South Africa with Michael Tallinger and myself. Going to be another incredible once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Okay, so as you guys see, we just have the little marquee down here underneath the website. So again, single request healing sessions will be starting at 12:30 p.m. Pacific in the broadcast, or just 30 minutes past the hour. So we're going to start off firstly with live Q&A. So again, I want to welcome everybody here that's on the chat. Thank you very much for being here. I'm just going to kind of scroll up to the top of it. And hey, there's no echo this time, so isn't that great? I apologize for that last week. Last week there was an echo of a video that was going on, because basically you go onto the live control room page, and then there was a video that was playing at the same time. It was just a feedback of a few seconds. I didn't realize it was on, and so this week we are clear of any echo, so good news. Okay, guys, so we'll go ahead and I'm just going to be scrolling down the list here. Here's an interesting question here from Kevin. Brad, can Adronis speak on the fruits and foods of the New Earth? That's a great question. I don't think I've received that question before, so very interesting. Okay, yes, I will go ahead and bring Adronis in, so it'll just take me a moment or two to do that. For those of you who are experiencing Adronis the very first time, he represents a 7th density consciousness that I communicate with. He is of Syrian origin. And so when he comes through, I do what's known as an orbiting effect, just in case you guys are new to Adronis. This is why I'm sharing it. And then he'll come through and share this information relating to this question. Again, are there any fruits and foods on the New Earth? Okay, here we go. Terra, Soul Star, Sirius, Adronis. We are here. At this time, we bid you greetings and thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius, sending love, appreciation, and gratitude to all who are tuning in to this broadcast through your internet collective consciousness. So we have received a question relating to that of, are there any foods or fruits contained upon the New Earth? Absolutely. Yes, of course. You will still continue to feed your bodies. You will still continue to have nourishment. But what many of you will notice is that there will be a lighter nature to the idea of consuming food, which means that you really don't need to eat so much relating to 4th density. Because again, yes, you still have a, shall we say, hybrid body that you would term as somewhat flesh and somewhat light. Many of you are referring to it in that sense as an enhanced crystalline form. To a degree, that is true. There is, in that sense, much more of a, shall we say, potent content relating to silica contained within the body as you move into fourth density. So basically, many of you in that sense will be in much more lighter vibration. And so again, the consuming of foods will become much more natural. We would say that much of the people in fourth density will be much more vegetarian or vegan in that particular way. There may still be those in that sense who will desire to eat meat on certain levels, and again, that can still happen. But in the majority sense relating to fourth density, it will be more about, in that sense, consuming of fruit, consuming of vegetables as well. Many of you will also learn how to harness energy simply out of the air. Many of you will actually be able to sustain yourself through the natural life force that this earth provides. Because what you'll notice is that the aromas of certain plants, of certain fruits, will actually be so strong that you can actually develop yourself to, again, sustaining life force energy. Now, it's not to say that everybody will do that, but there are those in that sense that will decide to consume fruits or consume vegetables. There may be some of those people who may still want to consume certain meats in that particular way. But again, the whole idea is that when you are consuming meat, it is very much to the ancient idea about how the indigenous once hunted, or how the indigenous, in that sense, once sought meat. But as we stated, this is much more of a rarity. Everything can still happen in the way that it has because you're human beings and you touch every particular spectrum of that way. We certainly don't recommend eating meat ourselves. We certainly recommend going much more into vegetarianism, veganism in that sense, raw foods. And again, this is what's giving you the bonus. But again, as those who feel that they still want to eat meats, that of course is their own choice. Would we suggest that you get off it? We certainly would. But again, that's our perspective. So again, yes, there still will be the idea of the availability of fruits, of vegetables, of other particular foods that you can eat, that you can consume upon the fourth density world, because you are still operating in some particular type of, shall we say, flesh body, but again, an enhanced flesh body as well. So to answer your question, yes, there will be food. Yes, there will be fruits contained on fourth density Earth. We thank you. Okay, very good. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, moving down the list here. Good to see you guys too. Thank you so much, everybody. Hello. So again, for healing requests, guys, we're leaving that at the last half hour, okay? So after 12:30. So if there are any healing requests after 12:30 time, right now we're just doing some Q&A, okay? Okay, here's one from Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane says, you mentioned last week that some people would get new bodies when they move to the 4D. Could you talk about that and explain why? Yes, I'll reiterate that again. Now, again, as I've talked about, relating 2037, 2038, right? These are two very, very important years. That 2037, as I have turned, relates to that of the year of climax, okay? And again, from what Spirit has told me, guys, this is not my own perspective. This is, again, what Spirit has told me that I'm sharing with you guys. From Spirit's perspective, around the time of 2037, most likely around the end of the year, that there will be the 3 days of darkness, okay? And as I've talked about, it could be shortened. It may just be 1 day of darkness, right? People who, in that sense, who are able to come into their own state and pray and give blessings and meditate for the sun to come out again, it may be a very, very short period. It could be shorter than 3 days. But basically, the 3 days of darkness is, quote-unquote, scheduled to happen in the year of 2037, where 2038 represents the year of the Golden Age. Now, before that time, before the 3 days of darkness actually comes together, there will be those who will naturally transition themselves off the earth, okay? So some people may actually feel themselves leaving their third density body and instantly coming into their fourth density body. You are not taking your third density body with you, not in that particular context. Your third density body is calibrated for a third density Earth. Okay, let that sink in. Your third density body is calibrated to function in a third density Earth. So when you basically reach this transition, you will again leave the third density body and you will apply yourself into a fourth density body that is pretty much an exact duplicate of this body as well too. As Adronis has talked about, it is like a snake shedding its skin. That is the process in regards to one of the ways about how a person is going into fourth density. Okay. Another way is that they just feel like they vanish, right? We look at the Mayan civilization about how many of them just vanished off the face of the earth, and there was no sign of their bodies in that way. There will be some people who will go through in that way. They will basically just vanish off the face of the earth. They could go to fourth density, or they could even go up into higher levels based upon their mentality, their alignment altogether. Some can go up in fifth density to sixth density, etc. Some are basically in that particular mentality right now to go right off, the way past the idea of fourth density. So they may go into a different type of earth altogether that we can't even fathom. And again, there will be those that will pop into fourth density. Now, again, there will also be the new children. New children, again, who are just being born into fourth density, who will come into mothers and be born in that particular way. A lot of these are souls that are in the quote-unquote waiting queue of incarnation to come in and start being birthed by mothers. And so fourth density will be populated. But as I've talked about, it's not going to be as many people on the fourth density Earth as in third density. So I don't even know the exact number, so I couldn't tell you. All I'm being told by Spirit is that it'll be a lot less people relating to the population of fourth density. Third density, in that sense, will have a little bit less as well, too. Because basically what's going to happen during the times of the 3 days of darkness, and you can even look this up relating to indigenous stories about this, okay? How the Maya have talked about it, how the Native Americans have talked about it. They have shared the exact same thing that I'm about to share with you guys, okay? When you're going in through the 3 days of darkness and you're going outside, it's like you're going through a living hallucination, okay? Some people can actually be driven mad by going outside and facing the darkness, right? Because you are in pitch black surroundings. Your mind, in that sense, can manifest all these thoughts. And if a person has very ill-conceived thoughts, if they basically feel that demons are going to come out and destroy them or anything of that nature, something like that can manifest, right? So it's very, very important that those that remain on the third density Earth, I'm pretty sure that pretty much everybody I'm talking to during this broadcast is going to fourth density, right? So I don't think you guys really have anything to be concerned about. But it's mainly those, like I said, the people that are staying on third density Earth are the ones who have not been able to open their hearts, okay? They're very much in a base vibration, okay? They're very dense. They feel like they just want money, they want to use people, they want to manipulate people, they're greedy, they want to hurt people, they want to destroy people. It's all about them, it's all about number one, etc. Those people with that kind of negative mentality are staying here, okay? I've already talked about, the late Dolores Cannon. With her work, guys, she said the exact same thing that I'm saying to you right now, okay? It is a splitting of worlds. That's what's taking place right now. There's a physical split taking place, and again, it will culminate in 2037, okay? The splitting of worlds. And there's a rainbow bridge, as Adronis has talked about, and that those particular people that are heart-centered will move themselves up towards this rainbow bridge and they will enter the new earth, okay? That again is giving you the impression that there are those who will transition around this time. They will leave their third density body behind because, again, whatever the reason, that they don't vanish in that particular way and instantly come into a fourth density body, I couldn't tell you. It's a matter of vibration. From what Spirit says, some will naturally transition around this time. It'll be painless, right? You'll basically be asleep in your bed. All of a sudden, you'll wake up the next morning and you're on a new earth, right? You didn't feel a thing. You didn't feel not a thing whatsoever. And you'll move into fourth density Earth in this duplicate body. It'll look exactly like yours in third density. And all of a sudden, you're awaking and you're finding yourself in this reality. But of course, your fourth density body is calibrated. So it's kind of like, again, like I said, a snake shedding its skin, or it's like a cocoon. It's like when a caterpillar goes into the cocoon and becomes a butterfly. Well, the cocoon opens around that time, the butterfly flies out, and now you're moving into fourth density. And even though your body may look exactly the same, there are certainly a great deal of differences relating to its functionality. Now, again, a lot of people just say to me, oh, Brad, why can't we take our third density body to fourth density? Because it's not compatible. That's why. Yeah, but why is it not compatible? It's not compatible. Simple as that. Simple as I can put it. It's not a compatible vehicle. Let me put it in this way. If I basically drew a simple square on a piece of paper and I said, okay, two-dimensional square, I want you to be three-dimensional, go ahead. Can't do it, right? You're not compatible with that particular dimension of being three-dimensional. So the two-dimensional body in that way needs to be recalibrated into a cube to go into the next density, into the next dimension. Well, it's very similar with that, is that we do not have the means of being able to take this third density body into a fourth density sphere. It can't survive. It's not programmed. It's not conceived in that particular way. The third density body will be left behind. So like I said, some people will vanish. They'll just instantly get off this planet and they'll pop on this new planet in the new Earth. Didn't feel a thing. Instantaneous transition, right? This again is what Spirit is telling me as well, is that many who are moving into fourth density Earth, you have nothing to worry about, right? It's not going to be painful. You're not going to be going through any particular type of agony. It'll be a seamless transition, okay? This is all part of what the angels are basically going to be coming upon the planet and shifting people off this planet and coming into the next density. Okay, so we basically have the guardian angels. We basically have the higher administration. You could look at this as higher dimensional ETs as well too. That's fine as well. But they're basically shifting people off planet, and it's very easy for them to do this. These guys are able to shift in and out of dimension like that. It's not a problem, right? And that's what we're doing with many people whom, again, the Mother Creator, Mother God, has chosen to come onto the fourth density Earth. And you're chosen basically when you start living a heart path, when you start offering compassion, when you start offering love, okay? So to answer your question, Sweet Jane, you can't take your third density body with you because it's not compatible with the fourth density sphere. You need a fourth density body to be compatible with a fourth density sphere, okay? So that's basically the best way that I can put it. They're just not genetically compatible. They're not energetically compatible with those two spheres. It needs to be a new body altogether. Okay? All right. So, I'm going to move down the list here. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Okay. Just scrolling down the list here. Okay, guys, healing questions, 12:30, 30 minutes past the hour. Okay. Again, there's a lot of people that are just bringing up questions that I have not even heard about, so I don't really know how to answer some of these. Katz is saying, Brad, many people say Argentina in the near future will be the city of light after all the geological catastrophes happen. They say most people will move to South America. Is that true? I don't know. I've never heard about that. Who's to say that there's going to be geological catastrophes, right? Who's putting up all these particular forms of ideas? Really, a lot of where we're going between now and the next few years, the next 18 years, there's going to be some shifts here and there, but I'm not seeing any catastrophes. I'm not seeing, large losses of life. I'm not seeing people, in particular doomsday scenarios, right? Like I said, the most intimidating thing really is the 3 days of darkness. But like I've said as well too, that's not a catastrophic event. That's a natural cycle that happens with the earth. It's happened many thousands of years ago in ancient past. It's happened with the Mayans. It's happened with the Native Americans. It's happened with many different civilizations, and they've all learned exactly how to deal with those matters. They don't consider it a catastrophic event as well, too. It's a natural cycle. It's a natural process of the earth that does this every several thousand years. So to me, that's not a catastrophe. Even when I'm looking at this is not a catastrophe. People will make it into a catastrophe because they don't understand what's going on. You have to educate yourself. So I can't tell you. I don't think there is such a place as a one sacred haven upon that. upon this planet. So to me, that's more so hearsay than anything else. Wherever you are on the planet is exactly where you need to be. Sorry, scratching my head getting red here. Wherever you're meant to be on the planet is where you're meant to be. There's no real quote-unquote safe haven spot in that particular way. It doesn't really matter where you are on the planet. As soon as this shift happens, wherever you are in the world, you're meant to go to fourth density. You're going to go to fourth density, right? So it doesn't really matter where you are in the world. Again, a lot of people like to create those ideas and saying, oh, this place is actually the best place to be. Okay, that's a perspective. That's not a general consensus. Okay, that's your own perspective of things. People will give you their own perspective of things. And because you like hearing it, you consider it to be the gospel. And so you hold on to that idea. So Argentina may be a very beautiful place. I've never been there. So yes, it could be a beautiful place. There could be some really nice people here. Canada is a really nice place. British Columbia, Canada. Very nice. Lots of wilderness here. Doesn't mean it's the place to be, but it's a place to be, right? So it doesn't really matter where you are in the world. You can be right in the middle of New York City, right, where there's a lot of screaming and whatever happening. But again, if you're going to fourth density Earth, you're going there, right? It doesn't have to be the idea of a super sacred haven in that particular way. We want to be careful with the hearsay. A lot of people will just put this perspective out and they will make it the gospel, okay? I'm putting this information out relating to 2037 because firstly, it's Spirit's own perspective, not mine. If it was my own perspective, I probably wouldn't even share it with you guys, right? I don't care about my perspective. Everything that I share within my own videos is through Spirit, right? It's come through Adronis, it's come through Spirit, it's come through the angels, it's come through God, whatever it may be. I put that out because that's spiritual advice. This is what's coming through Spirit. This is what Spirit is wanting me to put out, and that's it. And you guys do not have to accept it as anything relating to the idea of gospel. You guys can say, oh, Brad, this 2037 thing is a bunch of crap. Okay, that's fine. You guys can look at it as complete and total crap. It doesn't matter to me, right? I'm not doing this for my own personal honor, right? I couldn't care less about such a thing. I'm doing this because I want to be in service to Spirit. I want to help out with Spirit. I love Spirit. I love Spirit with all of my heart. I love you guys, and I'm sharing this information because this is what Spirit wants me to put out, not because I'm seeking any particular form of recognition for myself, because that doesn't mean a thing to me, right? Maybe in the past it used to, but it doesn't mean a thing to me anymore. I'm just happy to share what Spirit shares because it's exciting to share this information that comes through, and I'm happy to help you guys in any way I can as a guide, okay? So for that aspect of Argentina, I couldn't tell you that. I'm sure it's a beautiful place, but we have to get past these ideas of cities of lights and thinking that this is the only haven that you should be into. I would basically shake my head and say, no, guys, that's complete and total hearsay. Doesn't matter where you are on the planet. If you're meant to shift to the next density, you'll be there, okay? Thank you for your question. Starlight Glow asks, can Adronis or you, Brad, give me some clarity on how to just finally let go and trust that myself and my daughter will be taken care of once we let go of everything and move on the road and travel? Well, this is actually a pretty good question that can relate to many other people as well, too. How to finally let go and trust. That's not enough, okay? If you're letting go and you just want to trust, you're not going to go very far. Okay. Now, this is actually a discussion that I had the other day with a client as well, too, because she was basically saying, I've just been dealing with all these things, all this pressure, and I've been looking back at old situations that have happened in my life, and so I just looked at them and I just let it go and I released it and I moved on. But then a short while afterwards, it just came back and it hit me again. And I said, yes, because you have not given love to these situations so that they can therefore dissipate and transform. You have done nothing to transform the events relating to your own agony. You do not just pick something out of you and say, okay, I let it go, and I trust the process, and I'll be fine. No, you won't, because it'll come back and it'll hit you like a boomerang, right? You're not giving any particular type of heightened level frequency relating to what you're letting go of, right? So if you're basically trying to say, here's the disaster, here's the pain, here's the conflict that's happening, and I'm on this level right here, facing it, and I just say, okay, I'm just going to take you out, I'm going to let you go, I'm going to release you, may it be well, get out of here, don't want to see you again, trust the process, and keep going. Boom! And it hits you again, really hard, 3 times harder than when you let go of it. Okay? Do not just let go of things. It will come back and it'll hit you 3 times harder. So what you're doing is when you're going through that state of chaos, you're raising yourself up with love. Okay? Now there's a technique I want to show all of you, and I'm pretty sure some of you may even be aware of the essence of its nature. I basically refer to it as the BCR technique. Okay? So whenever you're going through a lot of conflict, whenever you're going through a lot of hard stuff, right? Whatever it may be, take a breath. Okay? Breathe. That's part of the B here. Breath work. Breathe. And keep breathing. Don't stop deep breathing until you are reaching the second stage, which is calmness, which is centering. Okay? Calmness, centering. You keep breathing until you're calm. If you're constantly thinking about it, you keep breathing. Right? Keep doing it. I don't care if you do 5 breaths, 20 breaths, 100 breaths. It doesn't matter to me. You keep breathing until you're calm, until you're centered. You say calm, calm, center, center. And now you're centered. Now that you're centered, you can now go into the third stage, reinforcement. Okay? Positive reinforcement. And now you're going into positive reinforcement, and now you're going into your perfect place. Okay? You close your eyes and you see a beautiful space where you are. Okay? Maybe it's a forest, maybe it's a meadow, maybe it's a beautiful cabin out in the woods, whatever it may be. I just want you to imagine as if there's these flock of little blue birds that are just perching all around you, right? They can be within the dozens, for example. And there's 2 of them that land on your shoulders. And they just start singing. They start singing, they start chirping, they're looking at you right in the eye, and you just melt. And you feel this smile happening to you. Poof! As soon as you smile, here's a love ball directly in front of you. And this love energy, you feel it. It's very strong. It's very beautiful. The birds are bringing this love energy out of you. And now you're feeling this beautiful love ball just hovering directly in front of you. And now that you see it and you're focusing on it, you say, okay, love ball, become twice as big. And now you're feeling the love energy that's even stronger from that enhanced love ball. Now it's feeling twice as big. You're feeling really, really great about this. Okay, great. Now, love ball, make yourself 3 times bigger. Okay? And now you're feeling incredible love. Now you're feeling expansive love. You're just feeling this pure love. There's these beautiful birds that are singing around you. You're in this beautiful meadow, this beautiful forest, and it's enchanting. It's like being in the Fey realm. And you're just feeling this incredible love of nature. Nature's just flowing through you, and it feels so amazing. It's incredible. All right, now, love ball, make it 5 times bigger. And you're blissed out. You're completely blissed out. It's like every cell in your body is turning into a sun, and it's just radiating pure loving energy all together. You take this love ball and you put it directly into your chest. You're feeling all this pure loving energy flowing through you. You're just blissed out like crazy. And now you're just taking that love ball and you're saying to the love ball, to my love, go into my body and clear out any lack that exists. Okay? Now you'll feel the love going into those areas of lack and clearing yourself out. Okay? Do this every single day. Now you're moving your love vibration so high, this can't do anything to you anymore. Okay? It is not about trying to butt heads with the situation that you're going through and just think you can pick it up and throw it away and say, okay, I trust the process. You're only going to trust the process to have this boomerang smack you back in the head 3 times harder again. It is not about letting go. It is not about the idea of just trusting the process as soon as you let go of that, because you're at the same level of the problem itself. You're at a base vibration. Okay, if you're hearing that, that is distortion. Okay, that is not going to help to heal you. You want to raise your frequency up. You want to raise up into love energy. And you're making yourself feel so loving that now that you have all this love, you can go down and you just clear away all of that debris that's there. It's love instantly dissolves it. Okay? We are not here to destroy our shadows. You can't destroy them. You can't get rid of them. You can't pick them up and throw them away. They're going to come back and they're going to hit you like a boomerang, 3 times stronger than before. This is what we call the threefold law. Okay, that's in Wicca. They talk about that. But really what it is referred to as the law of abundance. Okay, so when you're basically coming into the law of abundance, when you basically give such selfless service with pure love, with pure heart, you're going to receive an incredible reward 3 times stronger than what you actually sent out originally through that loving service. Okay, this isn't like equivalent exchange, right? If I give a person $10 and they give me $10 back, yes, there's equivalent exchange, because that really isn't bringing too much of a love vibration into it. That's just equal exchange. When we're looking into the idea of law of abundance, we're bringing an abundance of love. We're bringing an abundance of selfless service together. And now we're getting this love boomerang coming back, and now we're getting this incredible love reward. And I refer to this as receiving this directly from Mother God. It's like she said, here's my present. I'm going to get somebody to come into your reality, and they're just going to shower you with so much love because you offered this loving, selfless service without expecting anything in return. And that becomes the threefold law, right? You'll get something 3 times better back to you as a reward. But again, like I said, if you're just picking something up and throwing it away and ignoring it and trusting the process and all that stuff, no, it's going to hit you again, bam, like a boomerang. So again, you raise yourself up. You put your love frequency together. You fill yourself with so much love that anything relating to an old cascading effect of hatred or shadow conflict just instantly melts away. They can't touch you up here, right? So you're continuing to put that love energy into yourself every single day. And now the entire aspect of old situations dissolve. Now you start talking to Spirit a lot more. Spirit gives you hints about how you can continue to reach an ascent. You start climbing a mountain stronger and stronger and stronger. And you're no longer under the mercy of those old particular shadows. They've been forgiven. You've been able to completely dissolve them away. You're now able to look at a brand new timeline, a brand new clean slate of yourself. And you're no longer looking at history that has been a burden. You've cleared that away. You're a completely new person here and now. So you are developing a new history, a new slate for yourself where all of those problems don't exist in your current state of being. So your current state of being is completely flawless. You have absolutely no feeling of anything that was hindering you. You now work together in this new plateau that you're just starting to make an ascent. You're working with these wonderful masters. You're working with God. You're working with every form of love that you can imagine. And now you're making this ascending climb. Okay? So stop worrying about letting go and trusting. That's not enough. Elevate yourself. When you elevate yourself and the love flows through you, the love takes care of all of that. Remember what I told you guys about summoning your legion? About bringing your legion in and taking care of these things? That's great, right? Because you are bringing in a lot of love for your legion to come through and saying, Legion, yeah, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Go ahead, take it away, and let it be done. And now you're feeling lighter. You're feeling love. You're feeling the love of the legion. You're feeling the love of yourself. You're elevating yourself up into those higher levels, okay? That's what takes care of old traumas, okay? You cannot take care of old traumas if you're just throwing them away and, again, acting in the same base vibration that they exist, okay? As long as you're parallel with each other, it's going to come back and it's going to get your attention. It's going to hit you hard, okay? So you want to elevate yourself. That's the key here. So work with your legion. Work with your angels, work with God, work with your love levels, and raise yourself up and move past those old frequencies and become an entirely new being where you have a complete clean slate. There is nothing in regards to your background that relates to misery. Guys, this can be done, okay? So again, just something for you to consider. So again, thank you very much for your question. All right, guys, so now we can start moving into single request healing sessions. So if you guys do request any particular form of healing, again, I'm just going to kind of scroll down the list and we'll move into healing requests right now. So thank you, everybody, for your Q&A. So let me just go down the list here. I know there's like a 10 or 15 second delay as soon as I say something, so So again, if you guys do have any healing requests, now is the time where we can start doing them. So just going through a lot of Q&A questions here. So sorry I can't get around to everybody because I know there's a lot of people that have questions. So, but again, that's why I have private sessions, guys. So if you do have more questions for me, you can always go to New Earth Teachings and grab a session. Okay. So let me just try scrolling down right to the bottom of the list here. Okay, so again, I'm getting requests for a third eye. Okay. Now this is basically a healing request for a third eye, so that's kind of interesting. So I feel I can do that. But like I said, guys, if you do have any requests for activating your third eye, or I would say opening your third eye, okay, not activating, spirit activates your third eye. Opening your third eye, that can be done through, if you look at the marquee here, you'll see the light code activation videos, and you can put that, just play that video and focus your intention on your third eye, and you may start to feel it open. Everybody's different. Some people may not feel anything. Some people may feel certain things, but I would suggest go to that video and see exactly what that does for your third eye, okay? So for Sito Arise, they ask, hi Brad, can you heal my third eye, please? Okay, so Sito Arise, here's what I want you to do. Just want you to place your hand upon your third eye, just like this. And I want you just to take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And I want you to imagine that anything that represents a blockage, anything that represents a discomfort or a dense energy, you're just putting that into your hand right now, okay? So I want you to put any particular form of debris, dense energy, distortion relating to the third eye into your hand. Okay? And I just want you to hold that energy there as I connect with Spirit now. I command Spirit's God Light to cancel out Sito Arise's dense energy contained in their hand, lifting this dense energy from their third eye, from their body, putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, so Sito Arise, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, and that again is Spirit clearing out your third eye. Okay, so all you're doing is you're just putting that dense energy into your hand. That's your focal point, and I come along and I do the Spirit codes and clear that up for you. Okay, so hope that helped you a lot. Thank you so much for your request. Okay, so let me move down the list here a bit more. Okay, Gypsy Baron says, I have MS and think it's Lyme or Epstein-Barr. Can you assist? Well, we can basically look into certain things that can be familiar. Like MS itself is a pretty complex thing, right? But basically what we can do is we can clear out any Lyme or Epstein-Barr that may be there, okay? So Gypsy Baron, what I want you to do right now is just place your hand, take your hand, put it on the center of your chest, just like this, okay? And I want you just to close your eyes. And I want you just to imagine that you're scanning your body. And I want you to imagine any energies, just the energies of Lyme disease, okay? Energies of Lyme disease, the energy itself is moving up into your hand, okay? You're putting all of that energy of Lyme disease into your hand altogether, okay? Remember, guys, it's single request, okay? So I'm just going to do this Lyme disease one for you here, okay? Single request, not multiple requests, guys. That's why it says in the marquee, single request, okay? So again, I just want you to put that Lyme disease energy, just the energy of it, okay? Nothing physical, just the energy of the Lyme disease here in your hand. And just putting as much as you can of the Lyme disease in your hand on the center of your chest. Okay, and I just want you to hold the energy there. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out the Lyme disease dense energy from her hand, lifting that energy up into source consciousness, past her body, and purifying it 100% in source consciousness. Apply. Okay. So again, with that effect, if you feel that your hand is getting lighter right now, after that blast happens, right, or you may feel a very strong heat or strong warmth, that again is the light codes coming into your body and helping to clear away the Lyme disease as well. Okay, so if you have some more requests, just contact me on newearthteachings.com. Okay, again, guys, all I'm doing here is single requests. Okay, it's not, Brad, I have like 5 or 6 things. I can't work with 5 or 6 things. There's just not enough time here on the live broadcast. Okay, so just one thing. And if you have more things, you go to newearthteachings.com. You can book a private session, or you can do the full body light code activation, and I can help you further with that. Okay, because we do a lot more deeper work with the sessions as well too. Okay. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for your request. I appreciate it. Okay. So just moving down the list here. Okay. All right, here's one here from Shelly. Shelly says, hi, Brad. Shelly Neighbors. Hi, Brad. Currently healing cancer. Would love some healing. Okay. So, Shelly, same thing. I'm just going to ask you to do. Just take your hand, place it upon the center of your chest, just like this. And I just want you to scan your body. And just telling your body all of the energies, okay, not the physical aspect, but just the energies of cancer moving up into my hand. Place all dense energies of cancer, putting it into your hand upon your chest right now. Okay, and once the energies are there in your hand, I just want you to hold that energy there. Okay, Shelly? So go ahead and do that. As I connect with Spirit now, I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out all of the cancer-dense energy contained in Shelly's hand, lifting that energy from her body, putting it into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, so Shelly, deep breath in, deep breath out. And just kind of rub your chest a little bit as well. So again, if you're feeling it becoming lighter, if you're feeling a warm, tingly, heating sensation, that's the spirit codes working through you and will completely cancel out all cancer there. So it'll be completely eradicated, but then your body just needs to flush out the physical effects that it's caused, okay? And that will be gradual. Okay, so thank you, Shelly. Hope that helps you. Much blessings to you, and thank you again. Okay. Nadia Weber, 2010, asks, can you heal 2nd and 3rd chakra blocks? Yeah, we can certainly look into that. So again, I'll just call you Nadia for short. So Nadia, I just want you to place your hand upon either the 2nd or 3rd chakra. So if you want to put it on the solar plexus, or if you want to basically take both of your hands, put one on your navel chakra and put one on your solar plexus, okay? And as you were talking about blocks, I just want you to tell both chakra centers. All right, so say if your right hand is down by your navel, tell your navel chakra firstly, place all dense energies upon my right hand, okay? And just feel your right hand getting filled up with that dense energy. Okay, thirdly, taking your left hand, putting it over the solar plexus, and then commanding to your solar plexus chakra, placing all dense energies into your left hand from your solar plexus, okay? So just feeling both of your hands filling up with the dense energies contained within the navel and solar plexus chakras. Okay, and Nadia, I just want you to hold that energy there. Hold that energy in your hands. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out all of the dense energies contained within both of Nadia's hands from her navel chakra and solar plexus chakra, lifting that energy up from her body, putting it into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, Nadia, taking a deep breath in now and just kind of rubbing both of the chakra centers now. Okay. And again, if you're feeling that light sensation, if your hands feel lighter, or you're feeling a warm or heat tingling, that again is the spirit codes working with you. Okay, so that'll clear a lot of that out. So again, please take good care of your emotions. Work with your emotions. Work with these things that are trying to get your attention. Remember what I talked about raising your frequency up into the higher love levels. Okay, very, very important. We want to continue to do this. This is so that this doesn't come back again. Okay, just because I clear this out doesn't mean it'll never come back again. Okay, these things can always come back. You want to learn in regards to what is causing these blockages in the first place, and a lot of it is all emotional. Okay, so really just work on your emotional levels. Thank you again. Okay. Party Biscuit says, hello Brad, blessings from UK. Can you enable me to help others heal? Not really too sure how to do that for you. So basically my feeling is really the whole idea is being able to work yourself in high levels of vibration, right? So like I talked about, when you're in very high love levels, you're able to now channel that love and you're able to put it into other people's bodies, right? And so other people may start to feel warmth. They may just feel a really pleasant, loving sensation altogether, okay? So work with love energy healing. So just like I talked about with the BCR technique, fill yourself with so much love before you see somebody, right? So now you're just feeling like you're on cloud nine, you're smiling, you're happy, you're filled with love, and now you're putting that energy directly into another person, and you're working with that love to clear out any particular forms of conflicts or situations that they're going through, okay? So work with love vibration. That would be my recommendation to you, okay? Okay, so going down the list here. Okay, here's one from Alan Johnson, which is quite interesting. Okay, Alan says, I have a swollen lymph node on my right jaw line. Thank you. Okay. So what we're going to do, Alan, is we're not just going to work with the lymph node itself. If I start putting spirit codes in the lymph node itself, you're actually going to go through some very, very intense effects over the next couple days, and it may not be very, very pleasant. So what I basically do as a substitute to prevent that from happening is I just get you to place your hand upon the center of your chest right here. And again, we're just going to send that energy into the hand, okay? So the hand is bearing the dense energy of the lymph node as well, too. Now, what we're doing is we're just taking the dense energy out of the lymph node. We're basically taking the essence out of the lymph node together, and we're putting it directly into the hand. Okay, so Alan, this is what I want you to do right now. Just having your hand upon your chest and just tapping into that lymph node. And I just want you to imagine that you're putting all of that dense energy from the lymph node directly into your hand, okay? So just feel that now. Just imagine that you're tapping into that lymph node, you're taking its essence, you're taking its vibration, you're taking its dense energy, and you're putting it directly into your hand. And just putting as much of that energy into your hand as possible. Go right into the core of the lymph node, and putting all of that energy into your hand as deeply as you feel you can, okay? Okay, I just want you to hold that energy right now. Hold that energy in your hand. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out all of the dense energy from the lymph node contained within Alan's hand, lifting that up from his body, putting it into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay. So what's happening now, Alan, is that lymph node in a gradual way will start to fade away, okay? Because you've put all of the essence, all of the required essence for that lymph node to be in effect the way it is basically being drained, okay? So in a gradual way, that lymph node on your jaw will start to dissolve away in gradual time, okay? But all of this energy, all of its vibration is being canceled out of your body right now. So like I said, if you feel that your hand's lighter, if you feel like there's warmth coming upon your hand or anything of that nature, those are the codes working with you right now to clear up that lymph node altogether, okay? Thank you very much for your request. Okay, just a reply from Shelley here. Thank you, Brad. In spirit, much more love and gratitude. That was beautiful. P.S. You look just like my brother. Oh, cool. I wonder if he's got the mutton chops as well, too. Thank you, Shelley. I appreciate that. Okay, and a reply from Nadia as well too. Awesome. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Nadia. Again, just take good care of yourself, right? Keep working with your emotions. It'll really help you out a lot more, so that these energies don't come back and nest into the chakra centers. Okay. Diana has a request here. Diana says, "Help me with my lower back pain." Of course, Diana, no problem. So with lower back pain, so what I want you to do is just, whether you're standing or sitting down, either way is fine, just taking your hand and just putting it around the area of the lower back where you feel that the pain is the most intense, okay? So just put your pain there, you put your hand there where you feel the pain is most intense. And again, just like I told Alan and the others, with your hand, instruct your back to take all of its pain, all of its dense energy, and putting it directly into your hand, okay? So you're just instructing the back. With my hand here, place all of the dense energy, place all of the pain energy, place all of the discomfort energy from your back directly into your hand, okay? And just fill it up as much as you can. Imagine that your hand is able to fill up 100% of that pain energy, of that dense energy, okay? Okay. And now, Diana, I just want you to hold that energy there. I just want you to hold the hand there. Hold that pain energy in the hand. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out all of the dense pain energy from Diana's hand, from her lower back, lifting that energy up from her body, putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, Diana, deep breath in, deep breath out. Excuse me. And I just want you to give your back a little bit of a rub as well too, okay, with your hand. And now if you're not standing up, just go ahead and stand up right now and just give your back a little bit of a twist, okay? And you can kind of lean forward, lean back, okay? And Diana, let me know how your back is feeling, okay? If your pain's gone, let me know if you're feeling a warmth or a tingly sensation there. That too is the code's going to work on it. Okay. So thank you, Diana. Again, take good care of your back, right? Make sure you're getting some good exercise, making sure you're, again, clearing your emotions, because a lot of our emotions can go into our back, can go into our entire spine, right? It's all part of strain and tension. So please take good care of your back, all right? Okay, Clan Young says, heart chakra, please. All right, no problem. So Clan, I'll just call you Clan. Again, same thing, placing your hand over your heart. Okay, and with your hand over your heart, feeling all of that dense energy, any discomfort energy, putting that in your heart right now, okay? And just feeling the dense energy filling your hand. Trying to get as much as you can into your heart, okay? As much as you can into your hand. The more that you're putting into your hand willingly, the greater the effect will become. Okay, so Clan, now that you have all of that energy in your hand, I just want you to hold it there as I connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out all of the dense energies contained in Clan's hand from their heart chakra, lifting that up from their body, putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, Clan, just deep breath in, deep breath out. Just give your heart a bit of a rub, okay? So again, if your hand's feeling lighter, you're feeling a warm, tingly sensation, any of those are the codes going to work for you, okay? Thank you very much. Okay. So, okay, guys, I'm not doing Q&A. Okay, our Q&A time has passed. So here's one from Ritzy. It says, hi, Brad, amazing BDR technique. Actually, it's BCR, so breath, calmness, reinforcement. So BCR technique. Can I request healing on my left hip and lower back lumbar? Very painful. Okay. Well, normally, again, guys, I say just one single request. Okay. I'll do both of them for you this time because I can kind of sense the pain that you have for both of them. So I'll be nice. So what I want you to do is just place your hand either on your left hip or your lower back. Okay. So whatever you feel is easier, either on your left hip or your lower back. Okay. And again, I just want you to firstly focus on your the area that your hand is on right now. So if it's on the left hip, focus the dense energy from the left hip and putting that into your hand right now. Okay. So I just want you to put as much of the dense energy from the left hip into your hand as possible. Don't worry, your hand can hold it. Okay, having all of that energy from the left hip, the dense energy, into your hand. Secondly, focus on your lower back where the pain is. Okay, and imagine that you're just feeling that pain energy moving directly into your hand where it is. Okay, so if your hand's on your lower back, it's moving into the lower back of the left hand there. If it's on the left hip, just channel it into the hand, wherever the hand is. Okay. So your hand is receiving the pain energy from both the left hip and the lower back, filling it in as much as you can. Okay, and Ritzy, I just want you to hold that energy there. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out all of the dense pain energy from Ritzy's hand, emanating from her left hip and her lower back, lifting that energy up from her body, putting it up into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, Ritzy, so I just want you to rub your left hip right now. Rub your lower back as well, too. And I want you to stand up. And again, just give yourself a bit of a twist. Okay, kind of move forward, move backward. Just give yourself a little bit of a twist. You may want to just give yourself a little bit of a shake as well, too, right? To make sure your hip's okay. Okay, let me know how your hip's doing and your back's doing, okay? So like I said, if you're feeling warm sensations, all of that, that again is the effects of the spirit codes working on you, okay? Okay, guys, we're out of time for today, for our 1 hour broadcast. So I want to thank you, everybody, for being here on the chat. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you again, everybody, for your questions and for your healing requests. So next week, I'm going to be doing empathic interfacing. So we're basically going to be bringing back Athena from the Delphi, Inner Earth civilization. So we'll be doing an empathic interfacing. And of course, I'll be having some coupons available for you guys next week as well, too, for the empathic interfacing live. So that'll be the special event for next Friday. Okay. And again, thank you, everybody. Hope, again, those people that received the Spirit Code healing is doing very, very well. And like I said, if you guys want to do sessions with me, this is the best time to do it. Okay, we can work on many areas. Okay, so go to newearthteachings.com, book a session with me. Or again, you can grab a full body light code activation as well. And we can help to heal up a lot of these particular areas. All you're seeing today is just demonstrations through single request. And again, you're the one that's making it happen. You're putting the faith into your hand. You're putting the faith into your body. And you're saying, I can clear this out. Okay, and all I'm doing is just clearing it out for you. Okay, so a lot of it goes to you guys. So thank you again for the great faith and the great trust that you have in yourselves to clear that out. All right. So again, guys, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you again next week with our empathic interfacing live. All right, you take care. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I'll speak to you again in another perspective of the now. Take care.